Hey guys, today we're dividing fractions, and just like my multiplying fractions video, I'm going to go over our class notes. Okay, so we're going to go over visual modeling of dividing fractions. We are dividing, for example 1, 3/2 divided by 1/2. My first thing I want to notice is that my wholes are split into two pieces. That's what this 2 right here is indicating. And I'm going to go ahead and shade in what 3/2 look like. So this is 1, 2, 3, and one more half. Okay, and I'm dividing by 1/2. That means I'm asking how many halves can I pull out of my 3 halves? My 3 and 1/2. Okay, so I can pull out, here's 1/2, here's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 halves in my 3.5. And I've got nothing left over, so my answer is 7. Example 2. 9/4 divided by 3/4. So the first thing I want to look at is how many pieces my whole is broken up into. This time it is 4, but as you can see, my whole is only broken up into 2, so I'm going to go ahead and actually split it up into 4 pieces myself. Okay, so now each one of my wholes is split into 4 pieces, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm shading in 9 pieces, each the size of a 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and I'm dividing by 3/4. How many groups of 3/4 can I pull out of this 9/4? Okay, so each group needs 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3, that's one group. 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, and I've got nothing left over, so my answer is 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip number 3. I want to go over this problem right here that you try. All right, first thing I want to know is how many pieces I'm going to split my whole into. I'm going to split it into 6 pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, and I'm going to shade in what 1 whole and 5/6 looks like. So really just 1 whole and then 5 more pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And I want to know how many groups of 3/6 I can pull out from 1 and 5/6. So 1, 2, 3. Here's one group of 3/6. 1, 2, 3. Here's another group. Here's another group. And then I can't make a full group with this, right? Because I want to make each group is 3 pieces. This is only 2. I only have 2 pieces left. So I can make 1, 2, 3 whole groups. And then I have 2 pieces left over. And those 2 pieces are both a 1/6 in size. So my answer is going to be 3 and 2/6. Okay? Now, with dividing fractions, just like most things we do, there is a little trick. You might have been able to observe it here, but this is the trick. When we are dividing fractions, we want to remember KCF. That stands for keep, change, and flip. Okay? And I kind of joke around that we are not talking about KFC. We're not eating fried chicken. It's KCF, okay? Keep, change, flip. So let's look at this problem. We have 9/4 divided by 3/4. And we're going to do keep, change, and flip. We are going to keep this first fraction exactly the same. And then we are going to change this symbol, change this division to multiplication. And then we are going to flip this fraction. Instead of 3/4, we're going to flip it so it is 4/3. And then do I know how to solve this problem right here? Multiplying 2 fractions? I do. We are just multiplying straight across. That's our trick for multiplying fractions. So 9 times 4 is 36, and 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, so this is my answer, and I could simplify this. Could simplify here. They are both even. If you don't know that you can simplify by dividing by 12, you can do it. Notice that they're both even, so I could, if anything, divide by 2. So I'm going to do that for this example for you. So half of 36 is 18. Half of 12 is 6. They're both even. I could do that again. Let's divide by 2 again. Half of 18 is 9. Half of 6 is 3. I could So this time I can't divide by 2, but I do know that 3 can go into 9. So what is 9 divided by 3? 3. So my answer is going to be 3. If you knew right from the beginning that you can do 36 divided by 12 and you get 3, that's fine too. But I just kind of wanted to show you this trick of if you know that they are even, if anything, you can divide by 2. Okay, let's keep going. 4/3 divided by 1/4. We are going to keep, change, and flip, okay? Every single time we're going to keep, change, and flip. We're going to keep this fraction exactly the same. 7/3, 7/3. We are going to change the symbol. So instead of division, we're looking at multiplication. And then we're going to flip this fraction. Instead of 1/4, we're going to do 4/1. And then do we know how to solve this? We do. Multiply straight across. 7 times 4 is 28. 3 times 1 is 3. One more. What happens when we have a mixed number right here? Well, we know how to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. You multiply our whole by our denominator. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then you're going to add 3. So 12 plus 3 is 15. And then we're going to keep this denominator the same, 4. Okay, so 3 and 3/4 is the same thing as 15/4. You can check out my other video on how to change a mixed number to an improper fraction and an improper fraction to a mixed number if you have a hard time with that. But for this video, you know, I'm telling you that 3 and 3/4 is the same thing as 15/4. And for our keep, change, flip, this is a little bit easier to look at. Okay, so we're going to keep this fraction exactly the same. We are going, so this is our keep. We're going to change this symbol to multiplication. And we are going to flip this fraction. Instead of 1/3, it's going to be 3/1. And then we're going to multiply straight across. 45/4. So 15 times 3, 4 times 1. Okay, and that is it. That is how we divide fractions.